Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Hello, thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about some things about business. So I am on Instagram under my CAJD Lifestyles underscore Sharice page, which is usually the page that I do all my apparel and things on. But because we're going to be talking about business today, I wanted to make sure that I include them so they're able to get some of these tips that I'm going to be giving. So today I'm going to be giving business tips about vendors and what you should have when you go to vending events and different things like that. So I hope you guys are ready for that. So just let me introduce myself. So hello there, my name is Sharice. I'm Sharice Richardson McGriff. I am the mother of three. I have three girls. I am a mindset reset confidence coach, and I'm also an author of the book and workbook Fearless Warrior: The Battle with the Inner You. I am the founder of CAJD Apparel LLC and also the Becoming Fearless movement. And my mission is to build people up to help them gain confidence, whether it's spiritually, personally, or professionally. And you can meet me on all social media outlets at CAJD Lifestyles with Sharice, right? And I also, my other social media outlet that I use also for the coaching is Coach underscore Sharice. So I use that one as well. So today we're gonna get right into the content. I'm not gonna be before you that long. I say that sometimes and it end up being a longer live than it needs than I want it to be, because I believe in letting God flow, even through business situations, whatever the situation may be. You should always let Him flow the way that He seems deemed necessary, right? So the first thing we're gonna talk about is some things that I found out by doing business. I found out there were so many things that people did not have out there. So I did a vending event at the Juneteenth event, which is a very huge event. Juneteenth event was very big. It was a lot of people out there, a lot of vendors. I want to say it was over 250 vendors. So there were a lot of vendors out there, but there was a lot of things that people did not have. And I, for one, could not wrap my head around why they didn't have it. And so that's why this video is so important to me. And I'm looking up stuff while I'm talking to you guys. But that's why this is so important to me, because I want us to be equipped. When you go to vendor events and different things, there are essentials and things that you must have at your events. And you should be able to have these things and not have to. These are things I feel like that being a business owner, you should know. But obviously everybody does not. And that's fine. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to guide you into the right direction. So let's talk about branding, right? So when you do any type of event, you should have your branding. Listen, you got to have some business cards. There were so many vendors that I talked to that did not have business cards, right? Either they didn't know how to get them, they were not sure how to, make them, or they weren't sure what they wanted those business cards to look like. Listen, a business card does not have to be so drawn out. It can have your business name on the front, your logo, a telephone number if you have a telephone number, or at least your website and your social media outlets, right? It should have those basic things on the business card. That's all you really need. And if you don't have a logo yet, just some information about how they can contact you. Because my thing is, if they like something that you sell at this event and they're planning to buy something else from you, how are they going to buy something else from you if you can't? To me, it's very ghetto. And I don't mean to say it this way, but I'm going to say it, to give somebody your number and say, hey, call me if you want something. No, I need you to give me a business card that tells me who you are and what you represent, because branding is a part of that. So I'm going to show you our business card, right? So this is our business card right here. I'm showing it to the camera, and I'm showing it to Instagram as well. So this is our business card. Your business card does not have to look like this. I designed these business cards myself. And this is something that I'm going to start doing for business owners, and I'm going to, of course, charge for it, but start doing these type of things for business card owners and, printing them for them and sending them out, because I believe that if you have a contact where you can go in and you can get this type of stuff, and you can have a website where you go in and you can order it, you can order cards, but there's also other places you go. You can do Vista print, different things like that. But also you got to have kind of skills a little bit to be able to, do templates and different things, be able to design them. So that's a service that CAJD Apparel, or whether the coaching business will be start offering as far as for businesses, because I believe that you should have a drawn out business cards, right? So you should have a flyer, also some type of flyer or some type of or a card of some sort with information on it, like that says, shop now, or has something about maybe your next event that you're planning to do, or information about who you are, what you represent, right? So, or either you can either say a flyer or a banner, right? So we have a banner that we put up, and it, has information, and it talks about, us donating to domestic violence. A percentage of your purchase will be donated to domestic violence, right? So, and that's my passion. Your passion may be something else, or you might not be donating to nobody at all. It may be just you want, you have your social media outlets, different things like that. So you want to make sure that you have something like that, a flyer or something, some type of banner that has your information on it for your branding, right? The next thing that you want to do is you want to also make sure that you have thank you cards. So these are our thank you cards that I actually designed myself and printed. So these right here are our cards, right? And they're basic. They just say, thank you for supporting our family business. We appreciate you for choosing CAJ Decor and More LLC, and it's been a pleasure to serve you, right? That's what it says. And on the back, it has our social media links, and then it has a 10% off coupon. If they put in this code, they get 10% off the order, right? So, and that's for their next purchase. So you should have those type of signages, like signages with your business name. I also have like a tablecloth that has like a runner that has our logo on it. Things of that nature helps people remember who you are. They see you at another event, they're like, oh, I remember her. She was at this other event, because they remember your branding, right? So that is also useful as well. Another thing that's useful, and I don't really use too much unless I have some other people helping, is a price list. I usually try to do like, the 2 for this, 1 for that type deals, on different brands, especially if it's a product based, you're doing a product based business. But, a price list is handy for you if you don't know, or like if you're just starting and you don't really know what to charge. You charge people, and to me, a lot of people say you charge like in groups. Like if you go to a certain function, you may be able to charge $30 for something, but at another function, you may be only be able to charge $20 for something, right? So you have to know which, one you exactly can charge and who you can charge that for, right? So you have to make sure that you know your prices, right? So either you have a price list or you know what your prices are supposed to be. Another thing that I think that is great for businesses is to have a QR code, right? So on the back of our thank you cards, our business cards, you see there's a QR code, right? That QR code scans to our link tree and it pulls up everything, right? So because I do a lot of different things, I'm not just selling, inspirational t-shirts and doing jewelry, because I'm a coach as well, confidence coach, and I do coaching sessions and I do classes and courses and all this other stuff. I have to have an outlet to be able for people to go to and see the other stuff that's going on. We do a conference every year, right? The I'm Becoming Fearless conference that'll be coming up in October, on October 8th to be exact. So because of that, I have a QR code for people to scan to say, hey, this is what's going on in our business. This is going on in our world. And also they can subscribe to the different newsletters that we have going out, right? So you want to have a QR code that gives people access to your business profile. They give them more access to you so they can find out more about you. Because a lot of times, you can make people will actually go in and do, and order more stuff from you, but they need to know who you are. So in order for them to know who you are, you got to have something. You can't sit here and just be like, oh, well, I don't have anything. And, so what, you got to know who you are, what you're about, what you plan to do. I know the reason why I sell jewelry and accessories is to build confidence in people, right? To give them something to look at, to say, you know what, I'm beautiful inside and out, regardless of what somebody says. When I look at myself, this is what I see, right? So that's why I do what I do. But why do you do what you do? Right? So make sure you have that. So that is one of the things that you have to have for yourself when you're doing a product-based business. And I'm touching stuff on my computer, so excuse me if y'all see me like my hand moving. I'm just touching different stuff because I'm trying to figure out what just happened to my list. Okay, so anyway, so next thing is, bags with your logo on it, right? Or, and so the thing is, like, some bags with logos on it may be too costly. So I don't actually have bags that I have logos printed on right now. What I do is I go to either like Hobby Lobby, or you can go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's. You can either order them off Amazon, and I get the brown like craft bags. I also get them in black, and I get them in gold because that goes with my logo. My logo is black, pink, gold, those different colors. So I get those bags, and I go to Walmart, and I get the sticker labels, like the labels that you would mail out. I get those labels. I print my information on them. I do my own little, I have like confidence on there, the logo, different little saying, and I put a QR code on there, and I stick the sticker on the bag. It looks just as good as if I got them printed somewhere, right? So my thing is, until I can afford to keep that up, because the demand on that is high, right? Because I have boxes with our logos on it. So I'm getting to that place where everything will be printed with our logo on it. But until I get all the way there, we're going to have bags with these logos on it. They look just as good. I should have brought one down here so you could see it, but they look just as good. So do that for your business, and make sure that you have that handy, and put your thank you cards in there, put your business card in there, put these different things in there so people can know who you are, right? So that's the thing, bags with logos and stickers. So the first thing we said was business cards. We talked about flyers or banners with your logo, your business name on it. We talked about thank you cards. We talked about signage with your business name, all different type of signage with your business name. Even the runners are not very expensive. I know you get them off of Vistaprint. I know some people on Etsy sells those as well. So those things are not hard to get. We talked about price lists, know your prices. If you don't have a price list, you need to know how much you're selling, what for, what type of group you're targeting to be able to sell this type of stuff, right? Then we have bags with your logo and stickers with your logo on it. The next thing is, make sure that you have either some paper wrap or some bubble wrap. So for me, the things that I use, and I also use like these little like sheer bags with ties on them. I use them as well. They look very elegant. They don't cost that much, but they look very elegant when you put somebody's jewelry inside of that, and you tie it, and then you put it inside the bag. More so than if you were just to throw it in the bag by itself. It looks so much better. It makes you stand out against the rest of the people that are giving out stuff. Because the thing is, you want to stand out in people's mind. So when I go to the next event, people are going to be like, oh, I remember you because you had this. One thing that they said at this event that they kept saying was, you stand out from everybody else. Your shirts look different. Your jewelry looks different. I was not trying to be like everybody else. So hear me when I say that you have to stand out. You do not need to look like everybody else that's selling what you sell. Just because you sell jewelry, or you sell something, or you sell accessories or whatever, or you sell shirts, it does not have to be like everybody else. You choose what you want to look like. Okay, you're a product-based business, but you don't gotta be like everybody else. I'm just repeating that again. So the next thing we're going to talk about is your table. And then there's two more that we're going to talk about, but I think we're going to cover those next week. So this week is branding and table, and I think next week is going to be essentials, and I'm going to give you some ideas. So the next one is your table, right? So your table should have a tablecloth, you guys. I've seen so many people out there with these plastic dollar store plastic tablecloths. We're not doing that. I need you to go get the tablecloths from off Amazon. They like $16 or $17, where you could put the legs under. It looks so much professional. They're black. You get them in any color you want them in. They come black, green, yellow, orange, whatever. You can match it up with your logo. I need you to go get that. Don't be out there with these plastic tablecloths looking like you're not a real brand. I'm just saying. Get you some shelves and some display stands. You can get them off of Amazon. You can also get them. I get them off of Uline. It's uline.com. You can also get them off of, I think it's another place, and I'll have it for you next time, like the name of the place where I get some of my supplies from, because you can get vendor supplies and display supplies for cheap if you buy them in bulk, just like you buy wholesale jewelry or whatever. So I'll get the place for you, and I'll link it for you as well. So the next thing you want to have is table decor. So don't just throw your stuff on the table with displays and that's it. Have you some a plant or something, or some type of design or something that goes on your table just to make it look. I put sunflowers on my table. You put whatever you want on yours, right? But you do this so that people know that, you know, it's not just about you make it look elegant. It makes them feel at home. I even seen people putting rugs down, like, and I said I might do that. I was talking to my husband. I told him we might do that. Like, put a, you know, they have like those outdoor rugs, and they had them outside. You put the outdoor rug, and it looked nice in the vendors vent. Some people were doing that, and I said, okay, that's something that we might want to consider. Not saying we're going to, because sometimes it's like, you know, whatever, but you know, ants and stuff out there, you don't want to, might not want to deal with that. But that's something nice to do, especially if you're going to be doing indoor events. That's very nice. The next thing is candy. You have some candy on your table. We always have candy on our table. Now, one thing we did do is we found that if it's hot outside, you don't want to have no chocolate. If you do, you want to keep it in your cooler so that it stays cool the whole time you're out there, right? You're, you know, vending, because it's very hot outside. You know, you need clothing racks, a clothing rack for your shirts or your clothing. If you're going to have clothing, you want to have clothing racks, and you want to have hangers. You want to have something to hang your stuff up on. You also want to have accessory racks or shelves, and you also want to have a foldable chair for your vending. So these are the things that you're going to need, or more than one foldable chair. So these are some of the things you're going to need for your table, right? So branding as a whole and your table, it will tell a story about your business. And a lot of people don't understand that if you don't do these things and you don't have your table set up and you don't have your branding, it tells people that you're not trustworthy and you're not really trying to do this business like you think. Right? So you want to make sure that you do these things and you have all these essentials that you need to be able to work this out. Right? I suppose I had that up a long time ago, but it's okay. So product-based business tips. So this is what we're going over today, right? So just to give you a recap, we talked about having your business, your branding, and we also talked about your table, what it needs to look like. Do not go to these events half-stepping. These people are watching. And if you want long-term customers, because it's okay, like an event is one day, but what about the next day? You want people that's going to continue to shop with you, that's going to continue to buy your product, and you want it to look nice. I personally do not take boxes. My boxes out there when I do vending, I just do the bags, the gift bags. I don't take boxes. My boxes are mostly for shipping. So when somebody buys something for me from from off the website, I ship it to them. So that's what we're doing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this live on business tips. I do have two more. I'm trying to think if I want to go over this now or do I want to just go over this later. I only been live for 17 minutes. I actually could go over it now. And that's what I'm thinking about. Like, should I just wait? I'll wait. I'll make it 2 lives. The next one I'm going to do is going to be essentials and ideas. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about extras because I have some extra stuff that we will be able to help you with. And if you want to get this, I have made actually a vendor list, a vendor checklist. If you want the vendor's checklist, you can go to cajdapparelmore.com and get your vendor checklist. It's free. I'm not charging you for the list. It's just stuff that you know that you're going to need, because if I would have knew half of the stuff I would have needed, I would have been more prepared. So if I can give you more information to get you prepared on these events, especially if you're going to be outside because it's so hot, there's so many different things that you need. But the essential thing is your branding for your business and your table looking nice for your customers so that you get long-lasting customers that continue to shop with you for days and months and years to come. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this live, and I pray that you have a wonderful day. And I am signing off, and we'll talk to you later. Ooh, I'm trying to log off, y'all. Okay, bye.